I've spoken quite a bit at things like this or in front of crowds, and I have never, ever in my life gotten a text from my dad regarding me speaking. And my dad's not here, but I got a text Thursday morning after I spoke. All it said from my dad, who's pretty soft-spoken, straight to the point, "What's with the sneezing?" And I was like, "How do you know about that?" Well, I'm certainly not telling you. And he said, "Well, I've got my intel." Yeah, you know who you are. Ends up my parents go over to church with some of you. You ladies of Lakeside, wherever you are. Where are you? I'm on to you. Security, let's take care of this. All right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad I could do something memorable. You know, by the way, I just like to say, so many people have come up to me and they've been like, "That's so awesome that you just did it." And I'm like, well, what in the world was I going to do? You know, I didn't want to do it. If I had another choice, I would have taken it. It's going to happen. It's a sneeze. All right? So, I mean, it wasn't the way I wanted it to go down. I can tell you that much. But I'm glad it worked out. I've learned a lot this weekend. I've been down here taking notes pretty much the entire time. I bet you have too. If you got some I mean, you guys, you know what you're doing, okay? I mean, you've got leaders, and I know for every one of them that were up here, we've got 10 of you out in the audience here who could do it too and have been doing it. So that's so amazing. I want to share with you some of the things that I learned this week. It's been really, really powerful. Sniff dead things and the flowers, right? I mean, that's some wisdom right there, okay? Don't do it. I remember seeing the longer people shop, the less they buy. I thought, I've been thinking about that one for like 2 days. I'm like, it's true though, it makes perfect sense. I've learned this is great for the home office. We can be a little bit more relaxed on how we're watching what the field is doing, because really all we need to do is watch what Tanisha Perkins is doing, knowing that she's just stolen what everybody else is doing, and we'll be good to go. All right? That's good. Hey, why do it yourself when someone else has already done it? I like it. I learned you can use a ladder as a tripod and you just take your phone to it. And that came from our top retailer sponsor. I mean, that is good advice. I learned that bell sleeves are hazardous. I don't know what they are, but I'm on the lookout for them. And the other thing I learned is if you are a cricket, and you want to come to ride, you're welcome to. Just don't come while Shelby's talking, all right? And that's not going to be good. That guy, I tell you what, he made it. He's strong. You said something that spoke right to my heart. You don't have to be smart. That was encouraging. The other thing I learned, if you like chicken, eat the chicken. And if you don't like the steak, don't eat the steak, just eat your chicken. Right? That was awesome. I learned this was powerful. The real key to success is giving your prospects the finger. We just heard that. Tim, what company you got going here? No, this is awesome. I learned a ton, and I know that you guys have too. I got to tell you this too. One thing I learned this morning: Premier loves America. I'm not just trying to say this. My whole group was awesome in the performance, but I was moved by Jasmine singing the national anthem. I gotta tell you, that's as good as you get. She changed keys more than there are, I think, actual keys. I mean, that was unreal. And I haven't been around long, but I do know this. It's never as good as it could be until Elizabeth Draper shows up, so I'm glad you're here. It has been a great rally. I loved it. It sounds like you loved it. So here is my question for you. Some of you heard me say this before, but it applies to or is this going to be a milestone? All right. There we go. A moment's great. We all need moments. This is a great moment. I remember what happened here. It's a moment. I love this moment. I remember what happened in that moment. But a milestone is different. A milestone is a marker, right? When something happened. A milestone is when I decided to do something different, right? When God did something in my life, so I don't forget what he did. Okay? So we got a question, we got to ask ourselves, do I want all of this awesome stuff that's happening in here and all around and in the marketplace and in the halls, in the hotel rooms and all of that, the great conversations, am I going to let that be a moment or do I want it to be a milestone? You know, I ran into someone, and it's fine, by the way, whichever one you decide, I just want you to decide. Okay? There's those of you here, I met someone in the elevator, it was awesome. She introduced herself to me, I introduced myself, and she walked right into it. She wanted to make sure I knew. She said, hey, I'm a jeweler. I don't do anything with the business. I show up once a year for rally, and it's all worth it. That's all I do, and I love it. I'm like, that's great. All right? That's awesome. Because that speaks to what we're really about. Our culture, right? And our values, and our principles. And she wants that. And she's willing to do whatever she has to do just to get that. She's like, I get it once a year, and I'm happy. And that's good. But I can tell you what, we've all been entertained this week, right? And entertainment is good. We've all been educated. And education is good. But I got to tell you, I think what most of you are looking for when you came to Rally and as you leave Rally, is it going to come because of entertainment or education? All right? It's the explosions that can come out of it. That's what makes this a milestone. A milestone means I'm going to do something now that I wasn't going to do before. Because of what I experienced at this point in time, at this place. And each and every one of you, I can't tell you what that is for you. It might have to do specifically with Premier. It might have to do something with your business overall. It might have to do with your family. It might have to do with something God's placing on your heart. All right? He might have spoken to you this week in a way you've never heard before, or maybe you weren't expecting it to happen. That could be a moment. And moments are those things. I remember when God everything since that point has been different. And that's kind of where we're all at right now. That's actually what you came here for. If you have invested the time that you have, right? You value the time that you spend here. You knew you were going to get something that was going to make an impact in your life. Okay? But you got to make it happen. And that's what we're talking about. You've heard me, many of you have heard me define, there's so many different ways to define leadership. I don't think there's just one way to do it. But the way I like to do it, because it's a way that we can, to be quite honest, we can all do it. A leader, many of you heard me, so if you want to say it along with me, you can. A leader is someone who has the courage to take the next step, and they're willing to encourage someone else to do the same thing. Let me say that again. A leader is someone who has the courage to take the next step, and they're willing to encourage others to do the same thing. Okay? Every single one of you in here, whether you believe it or not, you're a leader because you're here. Some of you might be a leader by title. Some of you by accomplishment. Okay? And I said this to the designers the other night, but I believe it for everyone in here. It's your identity. All right? God has you in a place to lead someone, and in some way. I don't know what it is. You might not even know what it is, but you got to believe that it's there. Okay? Some of you know exactly what it is, and I want you to keep doing it. All right? But that's what leadership is. Tracy Ewick said this in her panel. Action is fundamental to our success. And that is so true. You know, we heard from Christy Wright. I thought Christy Wright was amazing. She was good. That wasn't just fluff and like the same old, same old. I walked out with like really good stuff. But you know, she talked a lot about fear. And 3 of her points. That's okay. All right? We worked hard on that. You know, when I sit here and I think about all the work that went into it, we were brainstorming a lot of things. Some of you were asking me, hey, how did all this come up? And I got to tell you, it was a group effort. Okay? Because there were some ideas I originally had that's not what we're doing. Okay? I need to say. We came together as a group and it's like, oh, let's take that, let's match with that, and that's kind of where it led. And it obviously always has you as our jewelers in mind when we do that. And then talking with Tim, we were going through this quite a bit, and you know, he'd be like, well, I don't know about this, or I don't know about that, or maybe we do that. And then I was like, you know what? You let us do it, I'll get you a sailboat. Figure out his motivation, all right? So we're good to go there. All right? No, but Christy was talking about fear. And it's so easy to be scared of some of the dumbest stuff, really. You know? When we really think about it. But some of the things she said that I think is worth repeating. If you're scared to do something, do it once. All right? Let me just make that specific to us. If you heard something this week and you're like, I don't know. I'm a little scared about that, a little uncertain about that, whatever. Hey, go do it once. Okay? And then, see what you think. All right? Again, you like chicken? Eat it. You want steak? Eat that. Do it once. Try it. She said, fake it till you feel it. Well, that's a big one. That is a big one. Okay? Fake it till you feel it. And then this one's really important. You have permission to be a beginner. And I bet some of you were watching some of the training this weekend. You're like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Instagram and Snapchat and whatever. And that's okay. All right? No big deal. All right? But you've got permission to be a beginner. Matter of fact, the only way we're going to grow is by taking on the mindset of, I'm a beginner right now. I'm willing to be open to that. Okay? Doesn't mean you have to do all the new stuff. Okay? But give yourself permission to be a beginner. You know, the other thing I learned with that, this is a small one, but about men being slower to learn from their calamities. That's just a nice little side note I'll set aside there. Why are you still laughing? Oh, let me see. 2 Timothy 1:7 is one of my favorite verses. For God did not give us a spirit of fear or timidity. And I think some of us, by the way, deal more with timidity than we do with fear. Or maybe it feels like timidity, and we don't want to say it's not like fear. But timidity and fear, they're all based on the same thing. He didn't give us that spirit, but he gave us a spirit of what? Power. Love, those sound nice. Sometimes that self-discipline part, we're like, ooh, easy. All right? Like, that's our spirit. That's the spirit he gave us. So what does that mean? I looked up, I bet someone's done this before, but I looked up the definition of rally. We treat it like a noun because it's an event, but it's really a verb, right? It's something you do. Here's just a few quick definitions of rally. To bring into order again, gather and organize or inspire anew. All right? To draw or call people together for a common action or effort. To concentrate or revive one's strength and spirit. That's a good one. To come together for common action or effort. see if there's one more here. To find renewed strength or vigor. There's a lot of other ones in there. One of those I bet resonated with you. I bet many of you came into Rally and you've been working hard for the last year. You've been working really hard. You've been doing everything the home office or anyone in your upline could ask you to do. You've been working. All right? Here's what I have to say to you. It's time for your rally. Okay? It's time for your rally. Some of you showed up here and you were frozen in fear. You were timid when it came to Premier. You didn't know what to expect, so you just hadn't done anything. Right? You're like, I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm just not going to do anything until I feel good about what's going to happen. Okay? It's time for you to rally. Okay? Some of you are brand new. You are eyes wide open. This is your first rally, and I got to tell you, from my personal standpoint, rally is all about you. Okay? If this is your first rally, you have come and you've experienced a company that you probably had an idea what it was all about, but you leave here and you're like, oh my goodness, that is amazing. Okay? And you realize it's so much more than you thought it was. And now you got an extra dose of energy and motivation, and I got to tell you, it's time for you to rally. Some of you came in here, let's just call it like it is. You came in here and you said, I'm giving us one more shot. But I think I'm on my way out. I think it's time for me to move on. And you know what? I don't know where you ended up on that decision, if that's you. Let me just say this. We want you to stay. We would love to back up for a second. And if you feel like God's telling you it's time to move on, then do that. Okay? Please do that. But if that's not what you're sensing, if it's not his voice, but it's your own, that's shaking you up a little bit, you know, we were told, hey, we need to talk to ourselves, not listen to ourselves. Okay? It is time for you to rally. It's time for all of us to rally. Am I right? And they're so great about building culture and talking through leadership development. And they have these phrases. Our whole motto of our church, by the way, this next step stuff, I'm totally ripping it off of my church. Okay, it's nothing to do with me. All right? But our whole motto is we help people take the next step with Jesus. All right? And the second part of that is you take a next step so that somebody else can take theirs. Right? I mean, that's leadership, right? Hey, let me take a next step, and you step in. Okay? And so some of us are being called in different levels of leadership. Some of our highest leaders here, that right there, I've got to trust is speaking to you. There's an area where you can step forward so that somebody else can step in. Okay? That's what leadership is. But I want to talk practical for a second. You got this handed out. Okay? You put that in there if you got that. Let me see that. Can you get those? Okay. All right. Now then, I do not replace the people who brought you in the business, the leaders who are above you, okay? They are much better trainers as far as how to truly work this business than I am. But I want you, and I want all of us to leave here with a very, very simple 90-day plan. Okay? So we're going to walk through this. I bet you've done this a million times. I heard someone once say, he's on this. And I'm going to ask you questions, and I'm not even going to tell you what you need to put in there as an answer. You can put 0 if you want to. I just want you to be honest about it. I want you to think about it. Okay? But what we're looking at is what's going to happen between now and October 31st. Okay? As we move from here and as we rally, what's going to happen with your premier business and with the way that you're serving others? So let's think about this for a second. I want you to write this in. I want you to think about it. I will enroll blank gym members by October 31st. Got to tell you, I talked to we're getting the reports. We're already getting gym members signed up. Awesome. I talked to somebody here who, as of yesterday, she's already signed up 7. She's like, oh no, I'll have 2. I'll have it knocked out. Okay? That's powerful. Between now and October 31st, how many gym members do you want to enroll? Don't look at me. Write it down. I don't know your answer. All right, let's talk about new jewelers. I got to tell you, Gina Ravages just shared with us the important, don't overlook sponsoring, okay? Because each and every one of you appreciate what you receive and what you get to do as a jeweler. So don't assume somebody else is going to appreciate the same. Spread our mission. So how many new jewelers are you going to sponsor? By the way, it doesn't matter to me what tier you use. Could not care less. Okay? But how many new jewelers are you going to sponsor by October 31st? Write that down. All right, let's go through this quickly. Let's talk, we had training on all types of different quote-unquote shows, okay? How many jewelry shows will you submit between now and October 31st? Write that number down. Let's move on to style shows. How many style shows will you submit by October 31st? That's not the lane you want to go down, that's fine, put 0. But if that's something you want to try or something you do often, put a number in there. Do it once. Do it more than once. How about a digital event, regardless of what platform you use? We learned a lot about that. That might have scared some of you. Some of you might have been uncomfortable with that. You willing to try it? How many digital events do you want to do by October 31st? And finally, we talked a lot about fundraisers and vendor events and VIP clubs and things like that, beyond the show type of event. How many of those do you want to do by October 31st? Now here's something, the one thing I've heard from just a couple people had to do with the incentive trip. And I told you, right? Take the way you thought about it before, look at it, and just kind of set it aside. Okay? Some of you have been concerned. You have
It's for a friend.
one of my ladies said this. And I'm sure that is true. But you said, boy, they're concerned they don't think they can make the trip. Okay? Let me pull the Mary Crowley card out and say, you need to dream bigger. Okay? I understand. I do. I promise you I understand where you're coming from on that. I get it. I get it. I'm just not going to accept it. Okay? We are about to take off. Okay? And so we got to dream bigger. You want to go on that trip, you can do it. I promise you. As a matter of fact, 5 of you are going to be qualified to do it by the end of August. Woo! Right? The top 5 are going to get that. So let me ask you this. How many points, now the incentive won't be over by October 31st, but how many points are you going to generate to dream bigger? All right? These points are a great way to kind of just take a quick snapshot of what your business is going to be like over the next 3 months. How many points are you going to earn by October 31st? And then finally, you as leaders, you've got to, this has to cascade out to our other jewelers, right? As you're bringing new people on, you're training them, you're telling them what's happening, okay? Whether you call it a team training or a team meeting or whatever it is that you call it. How many of those are you going to hold between now and October 31st? Okay, that's important. That is important. It's important for you to do everything we've talked about, but it's really important for you to work with the team to get it done. Write that down. Now here's what I want you to do. 1, and don't check this. So, to me, all in speaks to commitment. You heard Randy speak to, I say all out. If I'm going all out for something, that speaks to my effort. Okay? And then all his is the purpose behind it all, right? If you're all in, you're like, I'm going to make this happen. This is going to happen. Let's make it happen together. I want you to check that box. Okay? Write your jeweler number down and sign it, okay? By the way, you're not signing a contract or anything. This is just an act of commitment. That's all it is. Okay? Put that in there. And then here's what I want you to do. Get your phone out, take a picture of it. So you've got it. Okay? And then flip it over and put your name and address on it. Okay? Put your name and address on it. And who knows, you just might see that card again one day. So once you do that, and I want, watch me now. Once you do that, whatever section you are in, I want you to start passing the cards that way. Okay? This way. Got it? Pass them that way. Take your time if you need to. Our people are going to come by and pick those up. So make sure you get a picture. You need to reference this. You need to know what you committed to. By the way, we're not going to be looking at it and saying, hey, where are you at on this? We're not going to call you about it or anything like that. Okay? That's not what this is. Okay? Trust me on that. Put that in there. By the way, somehow you didn't get one of these, okay? You left at the information desk. Okay? So just be looking for that. All right. Now listen. It's been a great rally. Yeah. Right? Isn't that what we just talked about? I've had a blast. Yours is just starting. Yeah. Take those, pass them over. I'm going to tell you guys I love you. I believe in you. Praying for you. It's time for you to rally. Thank you guys.